15 minutes. Level 1, level 1.5 Vinyasa yoga flow. So let's begin by just grounding down. You can sit like so, or take a child's pose, relaxing the forehead down to the mat. Maybe even just lie down on your back. With the knees bent, you can knock the knees together and just relax and soften the shoulders. Simply drawing your attention to the breath to begin. Maybe have some water, a block, candy, if those are things that you like to have during your practice. All right. Simply noticing what is now. And I think it's important to acknowledge that a lot of us are going through some grief. It's a whole crazy, crazy time. And so we can just acknowledge that and just breathe that. Breathe with what is going on in your experience. I'm going to tell you a little story. Okay. So out in the countryside of India, for thousands and thousands of years, many people would have to travel far distances for food and water. And so along the way, along their travels, there are these waypoints, these rest stops. And at these rest stops, sadhus or other folks stacked up these pillars of flat rocks about to the height of an average person. And so as townspeople, as people traveling with their supplies, carrying this burden on top of their head, their supplies stacked up on top of their head, as is the custom, would come to these rest stops, they could simply slide this load, this burden off of their head onto the stones and relax and restore and renew. And so here you are, midday, midweek, and you've arrived at one of these rest stops. So simply place whatever you are carrying on your mind, whatever's on top of your head, just place that on top of the mat. Slide that off onto the mat and just be. And I just dropped a playlist into the chat if you want to check that out. Let's get into some movement here. So lying with your back flat, bring your knees into your chest. And begin to sway from side to side, relaxing the head down, breathing. And then begin rocking back and forth. Rather than using your legs, use your core here. See if you can use the abs, draw the abs in tight to gain some momentum. Go ahead and rock up into a seated pose. Reach up nice and tall, nice long back, and then come over top of your knees. Come into a tabletop pose. All right. Go ahead and keep the palms underneath of the shoulders, nice long line, spread the fingers wide, tuck your toes, raise your knees up. Feel that inner fire spark there. For 3, for 2, for 1. Lower your knees, take some cat-cows, drop the belly with the inhale. With the exhale, arch the spine, gaze towards the navel. Inhale, tilt the tailbone up, roll your shoulders back. Exhale, hug the chest to the thighs. And take a few more cat-cows like this, warming up the spine, activating the mind-body-back connection. All right. Then go ahead and reach your right foot up high and your left hand. Gazes down, inhale, reaching long. Exhale, bring them together. Inhale them out. Exhale, draw it in. One more big long reach. And exhale, bring them in. Take your left hand down. Take your right foot out. Bend the knee. Reach your left hand around back. Take hold of that foot. You can kick into it. We're still warming up here, so to take it easy. Just drawing that quad back. All right. And then release that down. Let's take the other side. Take the left leg up long. Reach your right hand. Inhale. Exhale, draw them together at your midline. Inhale to extend. And exhale to bring them in. One more. Nice full reach. And then just bend your knee, bend your knee, take hold of that foot, reach back with the hand. Good. Gazes forward, opening up the chest, kicking into the leg, just gently feeling the collar broaden. Then go ahead and lower that down. Reach your left arm up. Exhale, thread it through. With the inhale, take it back up one more time. Then exhale, taking your left shoulder, left temple down. You can take your right hand up. Press your hips back. Really stretch the tailbone long. Back nice and flat. Take another easy full breath. And then bring your right hand back. Reach the left hand up. Lower it down. Reach your right hand up. Inhale. Exhale, thread it behind the arm. With the inhale, extend it up one more time. Exhale, thread it through, lower down the shoulder and the temple. Reach that left hand out. Press into the hand to press the hips back. Take another easy breath here. And then take your left hand back. Reach your right arm up. Good. Lower it down. Walk your hands up a bit farther forward here, taking your forehead, taking your chin, taking your chest down for puppy pose. So you want the hips to be right above the knees. This is a really nice heart opener. So just soften into it. You can press your hands down to keep your hips about above your knees and just soften down into it, relaxing the forehead or the chin into the mat. For another easy breath. Good. Go ahead and walk your hands back. Come to a tabletop pose. Let's hover the knees again with the toes tucked. For 3, for 2. And this time, straighten your legs, send your hips up and back for down dog. Yeah, very good. Take down dog pedals. Bend one knee, then the other. When you send a heel down, you can press into your opposite hand. So send your left heel down, press your right hand down, then switch, right heel, left hand, then switch, and switch. Really get into it, pedaling out your dog. Nice. Go ahead, inhale your right foot up. Exhale, take the knee forward, rounding the spine. Inhale, send it back. Exhale, bring it forward. Inhale, send it back. This time with the exhale, step your foot up to the top of the mat in between your hands. Lower your back knee. Sweeping your arms up. Lean the hips forward. Exalted low lunge. Gaze up. Take a couple easy breaths here. And then lean back a bit. Lower the arms. With the inhale, lead with the head, then the heart sweeping up. Exhaling back and down. Inhale, sweep up and back. Tuck your back toes. Tuck your back toes. And with the inhale, sweep up and straighten your back leg. Finding high crescent lunge. Find your balance here. Nice and balanced, nice and light. All right. Inhale. And you have the option to lower the back heel to find a bit more balance or keep it high for a bit more of a challenge, okay? So inhale, exhale, lean forward, sweep your arms back, extend long through your fingers here. Hugging your ribs in, hugging your hips in, nice long line through your back heel, all right? Then we'll take it with the breath. Inhale up, exhale, lean and sweep. Inhale, and exhale. And then this time with the inhale, you're gonna bring your back knee up so you can step it or sweep it all the way up. Inhale, left knee is raised, and then come to a tree pose. Take your left foot to the ankle, the calf, or the thigh. Pressing the foot into the thigh, squeezing them together to help open up the hips, starting with the hands and Anjali Mudra at the heart. Find your balance. And then go ahead and grow your branches. Find your drishti, that singular point of focus. Breathe, nice and steady. And then you can release that foot. Take the arms, swan dive forward, folding, bending the knees, letting the head get nice and heavy here. You can take hold of opposite elbows, sway from side to side, release the head and neck. And then release the arms, come to a halfway lift, flat back, hands to your shins or your thighs. Let's get the back nice and flat. And then fold, take your hands down to the mat, step one foot back, then another to plank pose. Let's hold plank here, nice and sturdy. Feel that you can feel a straight line from your heels to the crown of your head, nice and straight for 3, for 2, for 1. Go ahead and lower all the way down. And with the inhale, you're gonna peel the chest up, press your hips down, raise the chest, exhale, lower. With the breath 2 more times, inhale, and exhale, inhale. And this time, press your hips all the way back, coming to down dog again, send your heels down. Inhale, raise your heels up, high on the balls of your feet, around the spine. Exhale, heels down, hips back, deep down dog. One more, inhale up. And exhale, heels down, press it back. Very good. Bend the knees, inhale, gaze forward. With the exhale, walk, step, or float up to the top. Find a halfway lift. And then fold, step back to a down dog. Raise your left leg up high. Exhale, knee to nose, round the spine. Inhale, send your left foot up. Exhale, bring it forward. Good work. Inhale, left foot up. Exhale, step your left foot up to the top of your mat. Lower your right knee. Sweep the arms up. Lean your hips forward as much as feels comfortable. Get that nice smooth arch shape going down the back, along your back thigh. And then go ahead and lean back, take the arms down. With your next inhale, scoop up. Exhale, lean back, hands down. Inhale, head, heart, sweeping up. Exhale, back, tuck your back toes. Inhale, sweep up, straighten your back leg. Nice and balanced, high crescent. Finding that balance of strength in your crescent warrior. Inhale. And then exhale, sweep the arms back. Extend long through the crown of your head. Feel that your arms are like the wings of an airplane. Feeling the wind rush past them. Nice and strong wings here, hugging the hips in. And then we'll take this with the breath. Inhale up. Exhale, lean and sweep. Inhale. And exhale. And this time with the inhale, we're going to bring that back knee up, step it or sweep it. And then come to tree pose on this side. So take a moment, set it up, ankle, calf, or thigh. Start with the hands together at the heart. And this time I invite you to explore balancing without using the sense of vision. So finding a place where you feel very balanced, making some micro adjustments, and then close the eyes for 3 seconds. You can do it. You got this. Perfect. Lower the foot down. Shake it out. Gently shake the wrist, shake the shoulders, the hips. Let the heels bounce. Just take a few movements. Maybe you step the feet around a bit. Just shake it out. And then come back to the top of the mat. Let's inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, hips back, heart forward. Halfway lift. Hands to the mat, bend the knees, press and float, or step back, lowering down all the way, or hugging the elbows into the ribs for chaturanga. Nice 90-degree angle, shift forward, up dog. With the exhale, press back to down dog. Settle into your down dog. Couple more easy breaths. And then bend the knees, inhale, gaze forward. With the exhale, you can engage, press and float up, find a halfway lift, that flat back, and exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise, draw the navel to your spine, circle your arms up. Exhale, hands to heart. Let's do one more sun salutation, A like that. Inhale, full extension. Exhale, fold. Inhale, long neck. Exhale, make your way back. Cobra or up dog. Let the breath guide the movement, finding down dog. Just letting everything else fade out. And bend the knees, inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, make your way up to the top, halfway lift, and fold. Root to rise, circle the arms all the way up, bring the hands to the heart. Inhale, sweep the arms up, hands are together. Take your hands over to your left, your hips to your right. And then up to center, inhale. Exhale, hands to your right, hips to your left. Back to center, inhale. Exhale, cactus, elbows down, chest up. Let's do one more cactus. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, elbows down, chest forward. Perfect. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Find a chair pose. Bend your knees, sit your hips back. Make sure your feet are nice and parallel. Inhale, sit a bit deeper. Exhale, straighten your legs and fold. Halfway lift. Exhale, hands down, bend the knees, step or float back. Nice and smooth transitions, making your way to down dog. Inhale, your right foot up. Exhale, step it through. Inhale, warrior one. Take a moment, set it up, get your shoulders right over your hips. Check that your pelvis isn't too far one way or the other. Nice and level hips. Right, shoulders squared forward. And then exhale, open up to warrior two. Keep your front knee tracking in the same direction as your front toes. Nice long line from fingertip to fingertip. Really feel into it. All right. And then reverse warrior, flip your front palm. Inhale, scoop it up and back. With the exhale, windmill the arms down to frame that front foot. Step it back. Down dog or vinyasa. From down dog, go ahead and inhale your left leg up. And step it up in between your hands. Inhale, rise to warrior one. Take a moment, set it up. Press your back heel down. Get that calf stretch in. Great for runners. Breathe and smile as you open up to warrior two. Gazing over those front middle fingers. Your shoulders are squared towards the long edge of the mat. Your hips are at about 45 degrees, maybe 60 degrees. All right. Weight even in the feet as you flip your front palm. Inhale forward, scoop it up and back. Ride the exhale down your flow, stepping back. You can pause for a breath and plank or take it all the way down. Make your way back to down dog. 3 breaths here. Inhale, and let it go. Inhaling deeply, inside out. Perfect. Bend your knees to prepare With the exhale, you can press and float to make your way up. Find a halfway lift and a fold. Sweep your arms back. Inhaling, rise into chair pose. With your next exhale, bring your hands together and stand. Perfect. Inhale and raise your left knee up. And then step your left foot all the way back. High lunge. Inhale. With an exhale, you're going to lower your right hand, twist to your right, long line from fingertips to fingertips. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, twist to your right, open the arms up. It helps to get low a little bit. Helps that twist open up. One more inhale. And then exhale. Now we're going to open up to warrior two. Windmill the arms. Nice transition. Perfect. Let's go ahead and take a side angle. So lean forward, take your top arm on top of your thigh, or it can come down to the mat or to a block. If you want to place on a block, top arm starts by the ear. Get that nice diagonal line there, pressing into the side edge of your back foot. Then we're going to take this top hand down to the mat, twist to your right, spin your back heel up, reach your right fingers nice and high. You can gaze up at that hand, drive through your back heel. Then lower your right hand, step your right foot back. Let's rock to our right side. Let's take Vinyasa on the right. Option to lower the right knee, stagger the feet, raise the top leg. Maybe you take a flag pose. All right, for another full breath. And then go ahead and lower it down, take your transition, right? You can always go all the way down or go straight to down dog, whatever feels good for you. All right, bend the knees, inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, make your way up to the top, halfway lift. Fold, full extension, rise all the way up. Take your right knee up. And then step that right foot back, high lunge on the side. Inhale. Exhale, twist into your left, split the arms, gaze over your left side. Inhale, take it back up. Exhale, twist to your left. Take the hips down a bit. Spread wide through the shoulder, from shoulder to shoulder. Inhale, one more. And exhale. Perfect. We're going to open up to warrior two. So windmill the arms. Nice. Back foot in line with that short edge of the mat. Check that your hip, your line, and your hip, your knee, and your feet are all in a line. Yeah, perfect. And then lean it forward, take a side angle. Hug your bicep towards your ear, knit the ribs together. Nice and tight core. All right, pressing into that back foot. And then we're going to take our top hand down to the mat, twist to the left, raise that back heel up. Yes. Enjoy this stretch. Gaze up at those fingers. Straighten that back leg, listening to your body. Then go ahead and ground the hands, step back to plank pose, rock to your left side, Vinyasa over here. Yeah. Choose your own adventure. What feels good to you here? What's the best pose for today, for this moment? And then let's lower it down, go through our flow. Let the breath guide the movement. Nice and light in your down dog rather than collapsing, staying active, creating some space in the shoulders, in the ankles. Feel the activation, the engagement, the space in your vertebrae, in your connections, in your joints. All right, inhale, bend the knees, gaze forward. The exhale, lock, step or float up, halfway lift, and fold. Sweep the arms up. And take the hands to the heart. Inhale your left knee up. Take your left foot all the way back, high lunge. And then open up to warrior two. Inhale, straighten your front leg. Take your arms up to the top. And then hinge forward, folding forward in between the legs. You can walk your hands further back behind you. You can take hold of your ankles to help draw yourself down. Sway the head a bit from side to side here. If you can safely go up into an inversion, go ahead and take it. Hang out here for a couple more easy breaths. And then go ahead and walk your hands over towards your front foot. Turn your front foot towards the front of the mat. Step your back foot up to meet your front foot. Rise all the way up, full extension. Take your right knee up. Step your right foot back, high lunge, inhale. Exhale, open up to warrior two. All right. Inhale, straighten the front leg, turn your feet in nice and parallel. Take your hands behind you for a bind this time. Inhale, draw the shoulder blades together. Exhale, fold forward. Taking those hands up and back. Pressing the toes down, tilt your tailbone up. Breathe here. And go ahead and lower your hands. Walk them up to your front foot. Step your back foot up to meet your front foot. Rise on up, full extension. Inhale. Exhale, sit back into a chair pose. All right? From chair pose here, come up onto your tippy toes, raise your heels up. Find your fierce pose, Utkatasana. Find that thunderbolt shape, okay? Find your balance. Inhale, sit a bit deeper. Exhale, heels down, fold. Halfway lift. Plant your hands, press and float, or step back. Take your vinyasa. Coming to down dog. From down dog, inhale your right foot up. Exhale your knee to your nose. Inhale, reach it up, bend the knee, stack the hip, gaze under your left arm, put out those toes. And then step your right foot up, rise into warrior one. Open up into warrior two. Shift forward for side angle. And if you want to take a bind here, you can take that top hand around your back. All right, so you can reach under the thigh for a full bind. You can reach your elbow in front of it for a 3/4 bind. Or you can bring your elbow inside of the knee, take your hand to your heart for a half bind. Gaze up. All right, then windmill the arms, open back up to warrior two. Flip the front palm, reverse the warrior. Now exhale, back to side angle. Moving with the breath. Inhale, reverse warrior. Straighten your front leg, pick your toes up, reach up and back. Nice full side body stretch. And then you're gonna place those toes down, shorten your stance a bit. We're coming into Trikonasana. So reach forward, hug the front hip in, take your hand down. Spread the hands far apart, expanding the collar. All right, slight micro bend in that front knee here as you hug the hip in. All right, and then we're gonna shift into half moon. If you wanna join me, a block is helpful here. Shift your weight forward, take the hand to a block, add a challenge to gaze up at those fingers. All right, then we're gonna float the foot back to warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Ride your exhale all the way through the flow. Stepping it back, option to go right to down dog. Spread the collar wide, shine the heart. Exhale, hips back. Let's do the other side. Inhale, your left foot rises. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, send it back, bend the knee, stack the hip, gaze to your right, point those toes. Square the shoulders down, inhale. Step up with the exhale, rise into warrior one. Find your warrior two shape. Yeah, very good. And then shift forward, side angle. Go ahead and take the bind of your choice here. Draw that top shoulder back, hug the front hip in, get nice and tight. And then windmill the arms open, warrior two. Keep it going, reverse warrior. Side angle. Inhale, reverse warrior, straighten your front leg. reach and curl those toes up, gaze up. And then hug your hips in and shorten your stance. Reach, reach, Trikonasana. Perfect. Gazing up at your fingers, reaching long, expanding from fingertip to fingertip. Long lines from tailbone to crown of your head, from foot to foot. All right, and then option to shift forward into a half moon pose. Okay. Take your back leg nice and parallel, working your hips over top of your standing leg. Makes this a lot easier. Okay. And go ahead and float it back, warrior two. Inhale, big reverse. Ride that exhale all the way through. Inhale, shines the heart. Exhale, presses the hips back. 3 breaths here. And now I want you to go ahead and come down onto your forearms. Okay, walk your feet in a bit. Pull your chest to your thighs for dolphin. You can hang out here. All right. If you feel comfortable and you want to take some hops or just some kicks up, just practicing getting some hang time, you can go for that. Okay. And then let's lower the knees and then lower down all the way. Inhale. Let's go through our vinyasa. Coming back to down dog. Bend the knees. Inhale, curl up. Exhale, spring up to the top, halfway lift. And fold. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, stand up, bring the hands to your heart. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, take your hands to your left, hips to your right. Inhale up. Exhale, opposite side. Inhale. Exhale, cactus, elbows down, chest up. One more big inhale. Exhale, cactus. Perfect. Let's take Garudasana here. So inhale, spread your arms nice and wide. Take your right arm under your left. Wrap your hands nice and strong in your right foot. Take your left foot over top of it. Option to wrap those toes, right? Bring your elbows up in line with the shoulders. Another option here is to just wrap your arms around your back. Do what feels good for your practice here. Take another breath. And then let's let it go. Shake it out. Take the arm wide. This time, left arm underneath the right. Wrap your hands, wrap your wrists. Stand nice and strong in the left foot. Press those toes down. Step your foot over top. You can curl the toes. You can take that top foot down. Nice straight spine, shoulders over top of your thighs, over top of your hips. Take another easy breath there. And then exhale, let it go. Perfect. Let's take it down to the mat. Reach your arms out wide, rise up onto your toes. Very slowly, slowly take your hips down to your heels. Nice and slow here. If you have any knee issues, use your hands to help you. Otherwise, slowly take them down, then take your knees wide, sit back and reach. And then very smoothly, go ahead and rock back onto your seats. Nice, take the feet in front of the hips, knees pointed up, raise your hips up. And exhale, lower it down. Let's take this with the arms here. Inhale, reach your arms up, hips high. Exhale, hands back by your side, roll down the spine. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, press down, take your hips real high. And exhale. Let's do one more. Inhale. And exhale. Okay, very good. Let's take a proper bridge. Press the hips up, interlace your hands underneath of your back. Option to roll over top of the arms, press your hands and or your elbows down to raise the hips. Then release the hands and the arms, soften the chest, roll down the spine. Take your knees left and right, windshield wipers. And then go ahead and take another bridge, or if you want to pop up into a wheel, go for that. If there's any other shape that you want to take, now's your chance. Take a few breaths, play around with that. All right. Now go ahead and take your right ankle on top of your left thigh, interlace your hands behind your left thigh, draw it in. You can straighten this left leg if you like, hug it in, squeeze it in for reclined pigeon. Really getting that side stretch in your right thigh. You can flex the toes here. And then lower that down. Let's switch left ankle on top of your right thigh. Take the opposite hand on top when you interlace your hands and draw it in. You can straighten the leg again. Really squeeze that thigh in. Bring your shoulders down to the mat. Nice. And then go ahead and lower it down. We'll move into supine twist, so you can bring your knees into your chest and rock your knees over to your right side. Open your arms up wide, gaze over the left. You can place a block in between the thighs, or you can wrap the legs around each other. Take a couple more easy breaths here, just continuing to soften into the pose. And then bring your knees into your chest, give them a squeeze. And then rock them over to the opposite side, gaze over your right. Feeling the expansion of your body here in the contour of this shape. So we do the movements, the asana practice for good health, yeah, for good breathing, for nice appetite, sure, and also to connect more deeply with the body, to really explore the mind-body connection in the different poses. So take a couple deep, full breaths here. Then bring your knees back into your chest. Let's take a closing happy baby. So you can take hold of the inside, the soles of the feet. You can sway a bit from side to side, front to back. All right, maybe you pull the feet apart. All right, and let's take a cow face here. So switch the cross of your feet. So take your left foot with your right hand, right foot with your left hand, and then bring the knees on top of each other and just draw the feet towards your elbows. You can flex through the toes here. Should get a nice stretch through the sides of the hips. All right. And then switch which leg is on top. Yeah, enjoying that cow face stretch in the side hips. Very good. Let that go. Bring the knees into the chest, tuck the tailbone, raise the forehead. Inhale. And then smooth exhale as you lower everything down. Opening up into Shavasana, final relaxation. If there's any other movements that you want to get in here before coming to stillness, go ahead and take that. And then get all of your wiggles and jiggles out before you settle into our relaxation and restoration pose here. And take this opportunity to be the witness, experiencing without labeling, just noticing how your body feels in the afterglow of a yoga practice, just noticing what you're hearing, what you're seeing. And keep returning to the breath. Let the breath be nice and smooth and steady. Long exhales, relax and dissolve tension. Staying relaxed, take this last minute or so to invite a 3-part breath, breathing into the belly, filling the chest and all the way up to the shoulders. And then you exhale from the top down, releasing shoulders, the chest, and the belly is the last one. Inhaling like you're filling a pitcher of water. And then you exhale, pour it out the top. So feeling into that 3-part breath. Smoothly pouring it out. Inhaling, expanding the lungs in 3 dimensions. And softening, letting go. And if you wish to stay in Shavasana a bit longer, this is your practice. Let this be your practice. So otherwise, with me, wiggling your fingers and toes, beginning to wake up the body, some gentle movements in the arms and legs, and then sweep the arms up overhead, pointing the toes, wiggling the fingers, stretching, reaching, and bending the knees, bringing them in, holding the shins nice and gently with appreciation. Thanking yourself for being able to do this practice. It's such a gift. And then make your way up to a seated pose. Maybe you take a rock, or you can roll over to one side, pause, and then press up. Okay. Take a moment in the seated pose. Draw the shoulders back. Sit tall and relaxed. Just notice what's alive for you. How has your experience evolved since we begun our practice? Take a deep inhale, breathing that in. Exhale, let it go. One more just like that. Full 3-part breath. And let it all go. Bring the hands to the heart. Thank you so much for your attention, for your movement, for your breath. Namaste, yoga friends. Have a fantastic rest of your day. Again, my name is Lucas. I'll be back tomorrow at 10 a.m. We're going to do a really exciting power flow. I really love this power flow sequence, so definitely tune in tomorrow to check that out. I'll keep the chat open for a few minutes. If anybody wants to check in, what was your favorite part? How are you feeling now? Fun fact about yourself. Anything is good. But fruits and vegetables, and drink lots of water. Please, please, please have lots of water. You guys know how to eat healthy. Just another reminder to focus on that more so. Hey, thanks, Carl. And these are odd times, right? So please, like, have patience. Have patience for yourself and for our communities, and this experience. And I'm saying this to myself too, as a reminder to have patience, to breathe with it, to enjoy our yoga practices and the abundance that we have here. Thank you so much, Melinda. Thank you, Fabiana. Thanks so much for tuning in again. What a treat. I appreciate it. Thank you. All right, I'm closing out the chat in the class. Have a fantastic rest of your Wednesday. Take care.